Good day, guys. Darian Giuseppe here, back again with another video. We are looking at differentiation rules, some of the rules that we're supposed to know from back in the day. And when I say back in the day, I mean Unit 1, right? Unit 1 pure maths. So in my previous video, we looked at the differentials that we should know via recognition, the ones that we have to remember, right? Where if you see the differential as sign, you should know the differential of it is cos. So those things we did that in the previous video. This video, we're just going to look at some rules that we're supposed to know for differentiation, because all those things are the building blocks for differentiation in terms of knowing how to differentiate, and they all come back in Unit 2 as well. So we just want to remind ourselves of it. So we want to recall these three rules. That would be the chain rule, the product rule, and the quotient rule is the last one, right? So let's get into it. We have recall rules of differentiation, and the first rule that we will be looking at is when we have a function of this form, y is equal to f of g of x. A function of a function is what we call this type of function, right? When it's a function within a function. So you have g of x is the function within f of x. So function of a function is what we call that. And how we differentiate this, we say f prime, we differentiate the outside function, and then we multiply it by the derivative of the inside function. That's basically it. So what we will get for dy dx is this, right? So we differentiate the outside function, and you get f prime g of x multiplied by g prime of x, and that's basically it. So this is what we call the chain rule, and this does not change even in Unit 2. Pure maths, it's still the same. It's one of the base rules, right, that you need to know for differentiation. So that's the first rule. The second rule we want to look at is the product rule. And the product rule is used for differentiating products, right? When we have a product of a function of x being multiplied by, or when we have the product of two functions of x, right? Basically, that's what we use the product rule for, differentiating one function of x being multiplied by another function of x. What I'm saying is this, right? Watch it here. Y is equal to u by v, where u and v are two functions of x. As well, we let in u and v be two functions of x. dy dx is given by this formula, and this is a prominent formula. In all textbooks, you will see this formula here, this bad boy here. V by du on dx plus u by dv on dx, right? Don't forget the plus, right? So v by du on dx plus u by dv on dx. That is the formula there. And this is the formula for the product rule, where u and v are two functions of x. So it is used for differentiating the product of two functions of x, right? And lastly, we have the quotient rule, which is used for finding the derivative or the differential for the quotient of two functions of x. So if we have y is equal to u on v, where u and v are two functions of x, how do we differentiate it? The formula is given by dy and dx is equal to this here. And this is very key. You want to remember your negative sign here, and also to that you're dividing by v squared. So it's basically similar to the the derivative for the product rule in the numerator, but instead you just change our sign to negative, and well, you remember to divide by v squared. That's key. So you want to make sure you remember this. You want to make sure you remember this and this. Those three rules of differentiation, right? So we know this is the quotient rule here, and that is basically for this video. Short and sweet, just a video to recall the rules of differentiation. We want to make sure we remember this, because this is the foundation, and the foundation is key, right? So with that said, that is it for this video. Please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video to somebody that you feel it might help. And see you in the next video.